What's up, guys? Matt here, and this is vlog number 34. Alright, so in today's vlog, we had a great question from Tammy. And Tammy's question was, Matt, when you wanted to get into different events and do all of the things you talk about with the football tournaments and the baseball tournaments and the cheer tournaments and all the different things, when you would go to the events and sell and set up a tent and do things at the event, how did you make those contacts and how did you get into those different events? And I thought this was a great question, and I've talked about it at different times, but here's the one thing, because some of these events can be difficult to get into. Some of them a little bit easier, some of them cost money, some of them don't cost money. So you need to weigh all your different options. How many people are going to be there? Is it going to be worth your time? Are you going to spend a whole weekend, Saturday and Sunday, for 10 hours a day and get nothing out of it? So you have to do a little research. You have to realize that it's going to be a tournament or a location or event that's going to benefit your business. Don't just do it to do it. Have a plan going into it. But here's what I did that I think really helped with getting into these different events and tournaments and schools and whatever it is. Okay, so the big ones I did were football. Like Saturdays, I would go to youth football organizations and sell and set up a tent there, or baseball or softball tournaments were really big for me. So what I would do is I would actually go to and contact the event coordinator or the Little League president or the football president of the league, and I wouldn't do it through email. I would always either call or I would go meet with them in person, okay? I wanted to know who they were. I wanted them to know who I was. I wanted to build that relationship with them so we get to know each other. They help me out. I'm going to make them some money as well, hopefully. So it's always going to be different. So here's the two big strategies I had that kind of work for me that may help you. So, I mean, this could be honestly an hour-long vlog, okay? Because there's so many different things that go on with events and things like this. And I do have the class. If you haven't seen the class yet, I did a virtual class where I set up a tent and went over the whole thing as far as how we did stuff at events and things like that. And I'll post the link to that class at the end of the webinar here. But here's two of the biggest things that I recommend. Number one is to, see if you can work something with the organizer. So instead of paying a flat fee for your setup or your booth, okay, because some places are going to charge you, obviously. Instead of paying a flat fee, try and work in a percentage, okay? Here's the big benefit of that. If you pay a flat fee, let's say $250 for the weekend, that organizer in that event has their $250. They don't care if you sell one decal or one shirt or one anything. They got their money. They're good. You work a percentage with them, then the more you sell, the more money the league or the organization makes. So they're going to try and help you get sales because they want you to sell a lot. The more you sell, the more money they make. So then they're kind of on a team with you and they're trying to help you. And it was pretty funny because once I started doing that, it was amazing because when I first started doing the events, they never used to send emails out or push my tent and tell everybody what I was doing or anything. But as soon as I switched it over to a percentage, well, guess what? Now I hear them over the loudspeaker. Hey, make sure to go by the Decal World. They're going to make you a custom car decals on the spot today. And people would come over. They would also send out emails to all of the teams that were coming or all the parents before the weekend and say, hey, remember, the Decal World's going to be there again this weekend. They're going to be making custom vinyl car decals on the spot. You can pay with cash or a credit card. So they work with you a lot more. It's going to help you a ton in your sales. So try and work a percentage. Try and get them to send out an email ahead of time. Give some samples. You can show some stuff. They can promote you while you're at the actual event and say, hey, the Decal World or whatever your business name is over here doing this. Okay? Push to all of the different parents and people that are at the event that you're there. Okay? Number two was, as you know, if you're bringing a heat press or you're bringing a vinyl cutter or your computer, you're going to need power. You don't really want to run a loud generator the entire day. However, you may need to look into getting one. But what I would always do is I would always say, hey, I need access to power because I'm doing these different things custom on the spot. So can you please put me over near the concession stand and I can plug into some power there. The cool thing about that is guess who stands in line and waits for their hot dog to get made, right? Or their hamburger, and they're standing there in line at the concession stand and we're sitting over here in a booth making all these custom things. Well, guess who doesn't want to stand in line with them? Their kids don't. Their kids are running all over the place, right? So their kids come over to the booth, they see all these awesome car decals and all these different things that we're doing. They go back over to mom and say, hey mom, they're making decals for your car and they can put my name on it and they can do this and they can make it a baseball player just like me. Guess what? Kid goes over to mom, you got yourself a sale, right? So thinking along those lines, always have kind of a plan and a thought process of everything you do for your business. So a lot of people don't think about that. Okay, I want to be in this location because I'm going to have people standing here in line and they're going to be bored and their kids are going to come over here, or they're maybe the husband standing in line and the wife walks over there and then they want to pass the time. So they come, oh, what's at this tent over here? Let's go look. Boom, you got yourself a sale. Now you got them to the tent. You got the hard part done. Now it's your job to sell it, right? It's your job to get the business. So 2 things, those are kind of my 2 tips for events right there, is work on a percentage base if you can, because they're going to help you more, and try to get power near the concession stand because that's where everybody kind of congregates and they're going to see what you're doing over there. So hopefully the vlog helped you out today. I love all the questions you guys are asking. They're all great questions. There's no such thing as a stupid question. So please keep commenting below right here. Give me your questions to create some awesome more vlogs. And I'm going to share my ideas. They may work for you. They may not. But I'm going to share everything that worked for me to try and help you. So thanks again, guys. Comment below right here. Of course, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel right there. Check out all the vlogs right there. The virtual class that I was talking about for events that's pretty awesome is right there on our website. You guys are all awesome, and I will see you tomorrow for a new TRW vlog. Later, guys.